rendez-vous aujourd'hui à la découverte de la nature. Et au fait, nous cause une thérapie qui m'a dit un petit moment. C'est une thérapie qui cause sur les 5 éléments de la nature, en d'autres mots, c'est the 5 elements of nature. Alors, nous avons rendez-vous avec un fou amoureux qui fait une thérapie de la nature. Elle, c'est Ana Jakobsen qui me donne rendez-vous tout de suite. Anna, welcome to our program in the wide place of the 5 elements of nature.
Thank you for having me here. And yes, it is indeed a wonderful place here with all the 5 elements of nature.
So it is the kind of place which really inspires you for your healing.
Yes, it's a special place for natural healing. It really is.
So what we can see here are all the elements. You can explain us about the elements.
Yes, we can say the sun is the element of fire. The waterfalls we have here is the element of water, you know. The river as well. The rocks, the element of earth. And all the vegetation, the trees, is the element of wood.
So all these 5 elements combined together is so powerful for you to be able to do your healing.
Yes. It's important for me in my natural healing to use all these 5 elements.
Okay. And behind all this, where is the concept of the positive and the negative elements?
The yin and yang, we have the positive and the negative, or the dark and, you know, the light. And so we're using in Chinese traditional medicine as well as Japanese. Yeah.
And also in Japanese traditional medicine?
Yes.
So Anna, how long have you been here in Mauritius?
I have been for around 2 years here, and it's really wonderful.
And you like the place here?
A wonderful island with one of the best, you know, landscapes in the world. Yeah.
So tell us about you. Who is Ana Jakobsen, in fact?
I am a natural healer. Came from Europe all the way through Asia to Australia, Polynesia, and now I'm settled here.
And what is your origin, in fact?
My origin is Romanian. Yeah.
This also is a nice country, I guess.
Yes.
So after your studies in Australia, then How come that you were studying in the university and you went really for traditional medicine?
I was a student in science, and I got often sick with my stomach, and the doctors couldn't find you know, a healing remedy, so I found it in Chinese traditional medicine, and I got healed in a short time.
So I guess you should be really amazed how the traditional medicine works.
I was really amazed. I couldn't believe it at the beginning that it's possible to be, you know, cured in such a short time.
So you think that someone comes in a place like this can really feel this kind of vibration? And
Yes,
get cured?
we find this, like you said, in all these elements, and we feel it through our, you know, body and mind.
And while studying also this therapy, you
Yeah.
came to know about a specific therapy which is about the meridian therapy.
Yes, the meridian therapy, it's based on Chinese traditional therapy, and it's founded in Japan around 1920s by a young acupuncturist called Ana Jakobsen.
He's the guy really who discovered about that.
He's the one who really reinvented the modern acupuncture in Japan. He founded a new group of acupuncturists at a very young age, and he developed a new technique, a new method.
So now you know that this traditional medicine, whether it is Indian Ayurvedic medicine and Chinese medicine, really existed more than 1,000 years back. But he's the one who really just rediscovered and reinvented it.
Yes, the traditional medicine is probably developed maybe more than 5,000 years back.
So while studying in New Zealand, you came to know about other cultures also. You came to know about another island in the Pacific. Tell me about that.
Yes, I came to know the Polynesian culture, and I learned more about the healing way with the nature as well, with the 5 elements, and music and art. Some of the art examples I have here, it's a tiki carving, an amulet called punamu, and it represents the life force as well, mana.
I read somewhere about the power of the mana in the Polynesian culture. Do you know about it?
Yes. The power of the mana is the power of the life force, the vital energy inside our body, the chi energy, the same energy Chinese speak about in their therapies. Traditional, you know, Chinese medicine together with Japanese. And I use this in meridian therapy. The same 5 elements used in all life aspects. We have here the network of channels or meridians, and this is the first in the front of the body, you can see, and also in the back of the body you will see, from the head to the toes, yeah? And we, in meridian therapy, we choose key points. The technique here is to decide which meridian I'm going to disperse or tonify with the help of the needle. So I can start to use some sterilized one-use needles. Yeah. And the method is very simple. You can introduce even through the tube, or you can just use your hand and flip on the point. Now I'm going to first take a pulse on each hand, a Chinese pulse, not the normal pulse like we know. 3 points on each hand, yeah? 6 points. You check the pulse. Superficial and deeper also. So now I took on a superficial, now I go deeper level and check the patient on both hands, because this represents the yin and yang, each side, yeah, of the body. And here I get a pulse which is giving me as a deficiency. I move to the next hand and I check more. And here also I get the same thing. So it's basically an yin and yang, deficiency too, not just the meridian. I can see the tongue here. I look at the tongue, and from what the tongue is telling me, it's a qi deficiency. That means that the whole qi energy doesn't flow well. There are blockages all over the meridians. So then I decide which meridian I work with, and I choose one extra point here. I can introduce the tube like this and flip it here. See? Here I can tonify the needle to give me a positive recharge here. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Kidney and heart, they play the most important role in the body, yeah?
This kind of treatment, they do that, how long do they take to really have an effect on the particular disease? Yeah?
Well, the treatment lasts around 30-40 minutes, basically. The person feels a relief within 5 minutes. It can feel also later on. Depends of the state of mind also, of the person and emotional state. It starts to relax the body within a few minutes, and the energy flows, as you can see. Now it depends of the condition how long it will take the treatment. It can take a few months or it can take just a few weeks. Once a week usually is the treatment here. For quit smoking, I do also in the ear acupuncture. It's like twice a week for about 6-7 weeks.
And those for having problems with alcohol or?
Yes, any addiction.
Addiction.
Yeah, it's recommended 2 times a week. Usually on the ear points.
It really works?
Yes, I have quite positive results.
Last time you said that you tried this therapy on animals, on the dogs.
Yes, I also try on animals, dogs and cats, and often, really serious injuries like spine injuries, to help them to walk again. So this has been given really good results lately, here in Mauritius, especially. Yeah. I had quite many dogs here. So now I'm just going to take the needles out, as you can see.
And this is the treatment which lasts for, let's say,
40 minutes around there. That's it. And the patient now is free to go to raise.
And the patient can continue his normal activities?
Yes, as usual.
As usual?
Yeah.
So you travel a lot, and by doing so came to know about different cultures of different countries, and you also learn about natural healing from South America.
It's a more spiritual way of healing in South America, because they also chant and they use crystals. While they chant, they go around the person and they use the crystal all around the body. And also they give herbs, sometimes a herbal drink to the patient, and they treat the body with this. Similar to other, Chinese culture or Indian culture in Ayurveda. Yeah.
And we have examples of
Other type
crystals
of-
that you
yeah.
have. Explain us about.
Yes, here I have some crystals which I heal sometimes people with. This is the rose quartz. The rose quartz heals a lot of emotional problems. People who have difficulty to let go, broken heart. And often they have to sleep with this. They have to purchase rose quartz and have to sleep with this. It's an everyday kind of healing. Sometimes they can get pendants and they have to wear it, like myself. I wear pendants, yeah. And then you have the chrysocolla, which is a blue stone. As you can see, it's really good for the throat and the lung, diseases. Correspond to the throat chakra, similar to Ayurvedic therapies where they also clean the chakra and they work with the chakras. So they do chakra healing as well in South America. Then you have the red stones like a red agate or a carneol, and this can treat the heart chakra, yeah? For people who have heart problems, cardiovascular problems and such, blood pressure. And these are more specific crystals with male and female points. If you want to heal the pulse of the person, or Lemurians crystals, very well known in South America. They used to be known to have connection with the cosmos, so they were treating this as a knowledge having from the aliens, they were saying. And here you can have big pyramid, crystals going all over the body, and pendles determining the type of medicine they will take, or herbs.
I would like to know, is there a relation with the crystal, with the stone energy, and with the other therapy that you do, which is Chinese acupuncture?
Yes, obviously the crystal therapy, it's activating the positive energy, just the same as the needles in acupuncture.
So now what I would like to know specifically about Polynesian culture, when we see them, what we know about the big rugby players, lots of tattoos on their bodies, and do you know a bit about these traditions, what in fact is the meaning behind?
When we go back to this culture, they have preserved it for, maybe 1,000 years since they are in Pacific Islands, and they do show for the tattoos where they come from, their ancestors. Their tattoos, they talk about their, roots, and they speak about their healing, in their tattoos as well, and about their acts of courage, like the chief of the tribes or certain battles they had. The chief usually has a moko, the tattoo on the face, and the wife of the chief wears a tattoo on the beard.
And now in Mauritius, we're having lots of social programs. We have some families in stress, teenagers have emotional disorders. So is homeopathy a remedy for that?
Yes, homeopathy is just another therapy I'm working with from a wide range of therapies, and I focus to emotional troubles like depression, anxiety, and also works for stressful patients. And it treats skin conditions as well with, stomach problems. And it's to be found in many pharmacies. It's very accessible.
And you use also acupuncture, Chinese acupuncture?
Yes, I combine with acupuncture, homeopathy, or nutrition, and crystal therapy. all together to bound the positive energy for the patient.
Anna, this tropical forest has got lots of herbal medicine, fruits also, fruits that can do some healing. And you
Yes.
know about things like superfoods.
Yes, superfoods. They are, plants which have phytonutrients and nourish our body as well with healing properties. So through this we can heal the body. Like for example, we have spirulina, it's an algae, or royal jelly, or honey from the bees. We can find it throughout the nature. Aloe vera, for example, it's a superfood. Many people will not know this, but many things are giving us certain properties.
Anna, when I came to your clinic, I noticed also some works of creativity. We'd like to know also you're an artist.
Well, inspired from a lot of traveling, I love painting. I love to paint the nature, sometimes also abstract paintings, but I do a lot of work in the nature, with the nature, and I'm getting inspired especially by the ocean, and you have here also your beautiful ocean, the waves, I see energy through all this, and all the 5 elements I see through the nature. That's why I want to paint, and I feel the positive vibration of this.
And you are a lover of music also.
Yes, for me music is healing. I cannot live without music. And I'm also a promoter of many artists around the world. I like to bring more artists here in Mauritius, like the previous one, Ina. And I really love, to try to make my own music. I write lyrics as well. I love the piano. I really do.
You play the piano? You play or?
Yes, I try hard to learn better, to get better at it.
Okay.
And I love the harmony of the music coming from it,
The Indian one,
Yes,
the Oriental one,
everything,
everything.
everything. I see the power of the healing of the music in everything and all the type of music, and I really enjoy it.
So what we would like to know from you in this technological era, but we need nature, the elements of nature,
Yes.
to get connected to nature. So people are being stressed, especially the young generation. What do you have to tell to them?
I do recommend a lot more meditation in the nature. I have sometime a group which we practice Tibetan meditation, and we would like to invite people to exercise their mind, the power of mind, and heal themselves. Self-healing is the most effective one. So the best healing is in the nature with all 5 elements.
Anna, you're a very creative person. You love music, arts, culture, and you also written a book.
Yes, I love writing lyrics and books, and one of my book here I have is called The Grace of Life, and it's about my life puzzle, the ocean of thoughts and the purpose of life. I talk about, the life purpose as Dalai Lama explained it, as it's the happiness and the benefits of meditation, and a bit about my traveling and what I learned about my life lessons throughout the traveling.
So all your secrets of nature will be here in the book.
Yes, together with the nature, the healing, natural healing, yeah.
Well, Anna, thank you for sharing with us this enriching experience with nature. And thank you for coming to our program, and wish that our audience have learned a lot from you, and hoping to see you next time.
And thank you for having me here. Thank you, and see you soon.
Thank you for the interview, and see you next time. Okay, take care. Good.